Welcome to In the Know with Steph and Joe. In the Know with Steph and Joe is all about small business development. These two entrepreneurs bring real-life experience, laughter, and, well, just a ton of knowledge on how to build your small business and make it thrive. After all, this is your creation. Now learn how to make it sing. In the Know with Steph and Joe airs Fridays at 3 p.m. right here on 216 The Net. Like, follow Steph's books and Restoration One of Cary, along with 216 The Net on Facebook, and subscribe to the 216 The Net YouTube channel.
Get in on this, bro. Welcome to the show, y'all. We got Eli up in the house.
Obviously, everyone knows it's summertime now that the kids will be making guest
Rando appearances.
Yes.
Yeah. It's summertime. Are you happy to be out of school?
Yeah.
Yeah? Really? So let's just say that we're out of school. Are you motivated to do anything?
Not that much.
Appreciate your honesty. I feel my kids are the same way. They are motivated to do nothing. And I almost feel, no offense, Carrie, not throwing her under the bus, but I feel like she kind of took that mindset too of like, hey, it's summer, school's out, motivation over. Yeah. I mean, how's everybody feel motivation wise now that kids are out of school? I feel like it shifts at that point.
I mean, for me, it doesn't shift because Rich is now in his busy season. So he's like little to no.
You've always had a mindset of being motivated through the summer.
Yeah, because he's little to no help to me over the summer months because it's his prime time. So if Eli is in any activities or anything or play dates or whatever over the summer, I have to put that in my calendar with my work stuff, with Gavin's work schedule, with whatever, and try and shuffle them around.
You have a work schedule, dude? You must be a real motivated human.
So it's just like what we were talking about in the green room when Eli asked me if I could buy him the 1,000 V-Bucks for Fortnite.
Yes.
And my response was, that's not the correct question.
Right.
The correct question is, what can I do to earn my $1,000 V-Bucks?
Yes. And what did you do?
Then like a couple weeks or days, I asked, how can I earn the 1,000 V-Bucks?
And how do you earn those V-Bucks?
I have to read 2 pages of the Wimpy Kid.
Oh, do you like doing that?
No, because I have to read. So I'm basically still in school then.
Well, yeah, dude. School, what's school? School is learning, right?
School is sometimes a kid's nightmare.
But you have to learn. That's what makes it school, right? You have to do something, right? Yeah. But if you're motivated to do that, you think that'd be okay?
Like, he needs a carrot dangled in front of him.
To motivate him.
Right. Like, he is not a self-motivator.
Self-motivation versus like, this is my motivation is that, and like, I want to go learn.
Like, the love language of his motivation is there better be a carrot dangling with...
I want a prize.
Yes, like there has to be something
you want a prize every time?
Yes. There has to be something of monetary value at the end for him to be motivated to do something.
Is that the same for you?
No.
What about Rich? Or Gavin? Not to throw your whole family under the bus, but I'm just curious. My motivation is different from that. I have kids that are definitely motivated by a prize.
I think Gavin's motivation is silence. Like, if he knows, like, for example, he knows that his one major job in the summer is he has to mow the lawn once a week. So if he doesn't want to hear anybody bitch or complain, he has to get it done every Monday for the whole summer until we get snow again. so he could enjoy his silence. So his motivation to getting the grass done, even though he hates doing it, is the silence and not listening to anybody bitch at him about the grass not being done.
Interesting.
So yeah.
Interesting. Kent, what's your motivation?
I don't know if I have motivation.
Better hope that Brian's not
Dude,
listening.
you're a hustler. You can't say that.
Well, the reason I say that is, I don't know. I've just been going for so long. You just keep
do
going.
it.
Right.
Yeah.
It's now, when I was younger, and I was building houses, money motivated me.
Right.
Hey, if I can get overtime, right? And I worked for Mastercraft Homes out of Onalaska, Wisconsin. Worked 4 days a week, and
You left a big pause between Alaska,
Onalaska,
Wisconsin.
Onalaska, Wisconsin, right? So the amazing thing is,
Gabby says it's a little low
The volume.
on the volume. Crank it up, homie.
oh well, yeah, maybe it's her phone.
I don't know. We'll figure it out, Gabby, on the back end.
The noise levels are pretty good.
Our level on our end.
Yeah.
All right.
Right.
So, Master, you're building homes. You're motivated by money then. Now, is it more family? Because you say nothing or I just do to do.
I don't know. I mean, I'm motivated by deadlines. Like, I like a deadline.
Not so that to me would more so be not
Like, if I don't have a deadline,
you don't want to make
then-
people make people feel or you don't want to make what the hell is the word?
No, I am like a procrastinator.
Yeah.
So if I don't have a hard deadline on something for a deliverable, be it in any facet of my life, it will most likely then take me at least 3 years to accomplish that. I need like a hard deadline, like in work and personal.
So why do you have a business? What has motivated you to now again, I just want to say
Well,
actually
my
not again, but-
business is only deadlines. In bookkeeping and accounting,
I
it's
know that.
only deadlines.
I know that.
So
Well,
it
hang
works
on.
for me.
We're also talking what motivates you. The show is about do you feel motivated, right? So in order to feel motivated, in order to get your gears chugging,
Right.
your train choo-chooing, right, Eli? Say yes.
Yeah.
Okay. In order to get your train choo-chooing, what drives you to get that train choo-chooing, right?
My goals and deadlines.
Well, you say that, but you say you're a procrastinator.
Yeah. So I need a hard deadline. So if we have like sales goals and other goals and stuff set within the company for growth and development, whether it's developing staff or whether it's growing the business or whatever, like I have a hard deadline. Like I know by the end of this quarter, I need to add on this much in order to maintain the growth plan that we have in place. If I'm hitting the
Why'd
second,
you build that growth plan?
well, because otherwise I'm just going to sit there and stare at the wall.
Why'd you start a company?
So, like, if you were to ask me, my motivation is deadlines, right? So, we've got projects at Aegis Solutions, and if I have a deadline, that motivates me.
Yeah.
Right?
It's like the list, the checklist.
Right. It's like GPS, right? It's like, hey, we're headed to Iowa. Okay, so it's supposed to. We leave at 5. You're supposed to be there at 9. I'll try to get there at 8:45.
So are you task-oriented motivation? Because that's not a deadline is not your motivator.
No,
Why
It's
not?
not what motivates you. Because why are you?
Why do you get to pick what motivates somebody else? What motivates you?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm not motivated.
right?
You're so full of shit.
Right. No.
You don't even sit still for 5 minutes. Like, there's no way you're not motivated.
Right.
Like, you're determined to burn at least.
Bridges upon bridges.
Like,
I mean,
you're
we'll figure it out.
motivated to burn double the calories that you intake in the day. With how much you move around and fidget
Right.
and can't sit
So
still.
You're
So here-
100% correct.
So here's
So,
what
That doesn't mean that's what motivates me.
Here's why the deadline, because growing up in the bank and lending, I had to have my job done so they could close,
Right.
right? and that motivated me, right?
So your motivation is making sure that other people are happy with your service, taking care of other people, because
No, he doesn't want to be the bottleneck.
well, what he just said though was other people are relying on me, you,
Right, but
to
the underwriter is relying on him to get the information so they could close the loan to present to the client. He needs to. It's an internal process
Right,
for him when he
for
was
me.
in banking. It's
Right.
not his end user isn't the
here,
client.
so here, you know how it is in the trades. You guys have both been in the trades. Hey, we're going to have this done by June 30th, and if you get it done, on July 6th, the customer's still happy. You didn't meet the deadline, but they still got their pool or their renovation, whatever. But for me, right, if I say I'm going to deliver something, that's motivation for me. So if we're there and we're like, this is when it is, then I've got to get my stuff done. That's my due date, and
you
I've
are
got to be.
task-oriented motivation.
Yeah, you could say that. Yeah,
What drives you?
right.
That's your motivation,
Yeah,
right?
like I need
right?
something in front of me that I'm working towards
Task-oriented.
to keep going.
Task-oriented.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
Give me a to-do list.
like,
I will plug
Scratch it off,
and
bang, bang, bang.
freaking
Yeah.
chug.
yeah, like
Right?
I don't need like a shiny
I like-
prize at the end of the
I like
road.
what Gabby's saying.
Yeah,
Gabby's saying I think we need to define what is motivation first, so everyone can have the same understanding.
That's what I'm saying.
I
What's
just don't.
motivation
I
to
don't
you?
think
What's
that
motivation
we're
to me?
ever gonna all agree. Like what motivates you is one thing. What motivates him is another thing.
Prizes.
Like me and Kent seem to be on a similar page with our motivation,
Task list.
but I don't think everybody's ever gonna be,
Making people happy.
in the same. I don't think anybody's ever going to be the same as for what it
Yeah.
is that motivates them.
I think to answer Gabby's question, I think motivation is the thing that gets you moving, right? So
Right.
if you take a look
Up and going.
if you take a look at inertia, you're at rest. Take
Hi,
some-
Mom.
Say hi to Grandma.
right?
Hi.
Wow,
Well,
dude.
feel the love.
Old soul.
I'm telling you,
Such
bro.
a freaking old soul. Green room. Just
Hey.
a side note.
Hi.
Green room. Kent comes out. He goes, "Oh, Eli's coming, dude. I love that kid. He's such an old soul." Every time you go up to him, you go, "Hey, Eli, how's it going?" He goes, "Good."
Yeah.
Yep. Hey, what's up, dude? Fine.
Hey, did you have a good day? Got
Yep.
a chocolate bar.
I got a chocolate bar. And he walks up and we go, "Hey, Gavin, having a good day?" He goes, "Got a chocolate bar."
Got a chocolate bar. We're all good, Eli. It's good.
Hey, say hi to Grandma. Hey.
Hi.
But I mean, okay,
Dude, you're
so
awesome.
like I guess if you had two tasks in front of you or things or whatever
Yeah.
you want to say, one you were motivated toward like
To do.
it was appealing enough to you to get the wheels moving, and then you have another thing in front of you
That's the worst.
that is like having to go clean the gutters on your roof.
Whoa, you're saying that's not a good thing.
No, I don't like ladders.
That's to you.
Right. So like I would rather go pick weeds in the flower beds than go up on the ladder and get the
You're
gutters.
talking of similar things to me. It doesn't
Right.
matter what they are. So now you're talking, hey, an undesirable thing versus a desirable thing. Right? A versus B is undesirable, desirable.
Right.
Do I have to get both done?
Yes.
Right. So Gabby's saying I agree that the motivators are different. What I'm trying to do is having the same motivation concept.
See? That's what I think.
So I guess we all agree then that motivation is when the gears start moving on the train. Right? Or the-
Motivators are what you feed into the engine
Right.
in the train.
But the
and
motivation
the motivation
is in the movement.
when the motivators are
Doing their job?
burning, and the engine starts moving.
Okay.
Is that fair enough?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we okay with that?
So here's what our good friend the dictionary says. It's a noun.
Is it Mr. Webster?
It's a noun, not a verb. It's a noun. Motivation.
Oh wait, motivation. Gabby just defined as well.
The reason or reasons, yeah. So she's got the same one. The reason or reasons one has for acting or behaving in a particular way. Escape can be a strong motivation for travel.
Oh.
So that's what I'm saying.
So then
I
my
think.
task thing is correct then. That's my motivation. It's the task.
Is the task. Completion.
Yeah. Like I need a deadline. Like the deadline is my motivator. If I don't have
Completion is your motivation, right? Is your motivation. You want it to be
Yeah.
done. So
Yeah.
you're task oriented. The tasks are the motivators then at that point.
yeah, like, I think yeah.
Okay.
Because like if I don't have a deadline,
I'm
I'm not doing
not
it.
going to start arguing with those, but all I'm saying is, to me, it's my fuel to feed the engine.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
To get the train going is a motivator.
Correct.
And then
That would
once
be the
engine's
tasks.
moving, that's my motive. That's motivation,
Yes.
right?
Right.
That's
So
what I'm doing.
so the tasks are the motivator, is what you're
Correct.
saying.
So to me, actually, no. Tasks, as you're completing tasks, if your motivator is to complete tasks, as you're completing tasks, that's motivation.
Right.
Because you're completing them.
Yeah, but
and you
having
feel
the
right.
better.
tasks in
Completion
front
is
of
the
you.
motivation.
Right.
Correct.
Yeah,
Right.
having the tasks in front of you is your motivator.
Yeah.
If you didn't have the tasks in front of you, you're not going to get off the couch.
Your motivator is being a task-oriented human.
Yeah.
Right. Not just having tasks.
I don't know. If things aren't like if it's not on my list, it's not getting done. Like if I don't
Okay.
have laundry on my list that day, nobody's getting clean socks.
Because
Has-
she's the only one in the house who knows how to do laundry.
It has to
Was
be.
laundry on the list yesterday?
It has to be. It has to be on my list for the day. It's very specific.
You need written list.
Yeah,
thing.
the feeling of just swooshing through the item is
That's good motivation right there.
yeah. That's like
Completion.
crack. It's good.
I'm with you. And that's why I say if it's not on,
Interesting.
that's why I say if it's not on my calendar. So in my office at Aegis, right? The motivation is what you feel when you complete a task.
Okay,
Good call.
yeah.
Good
Yeah,
call.
Right.
Yeah.
Completion.
Yeah.
That's your motivation.
Well, yeah.
Right.
That's the engine burning.
right.
That's the
So-
engine moving.
So I put up a huge plexiglass in my office, and I call it my GSD board, right? Get shit done board, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Emma, our office manager, she and I are in there, and we're putting all the projects up there. We've got leads, we've got everything. And for me, when I look at that, I get excited because I'm like, oh, done, right?
Glory be.
Right.
That's in my head.
Yeah.
I don't need it. I love. To me, okay.
I don't need it, but it's just much more satisfying to have it in writing.
So
Mary
you see
agrees.
me move
Mary
every day.
Shepard. Hey, Mary.
Hey, Mary. Mary agrees. Just would forever whatever we're talking about. But all I have to say is
She's agreeing with me because
When it-
that makes sense.
she's agreeing with me. All right. So
Right.
here's the deal. When it comes to an actual physical list, that might be the difference. I have visuals in my head. What actually more gives me motivation is the end all. What'd you just do with Alice right down the hall?
Yeah, we just redid
The bathroom,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
So when you redid the bathroom, I walked in there and I went, man, I would love to see this. Shut up, Mary. But I would love to see the bathroom as I'm doing it and be done with it.
Yeah.
To me, the checklist is being done with the bathroom and seeing it completed
Right.
and beautiful, rather than just having a physical checklist to go,
Right.
that's done. Like that to me is
I don't know. Well, we
in
had,
my brain. I got 12 of those.
Right. You love to sit back and see the entire driveway concreted done nice. When it's done. Not necessarily, hey, put the forms up, check. Lay the pea gravel, check. Right? You
Correct it down. Check.
You're like
Nope. Give me a complete product
There it
because
is. Yeah.
that's the way. Like my daughter just went and cleaned the kitchen yesterday because she has a birthday tomorrow, and
Oh,
all of
terrific.
her I
Happy
have
birthday.
8 kids girls coming over, preteens coming over to spend the night at my house tonight, and all of the girls running around the house and everything.
So I
My
mean, after the
daughter's-
show, we're hitting up the whiskey bungalow.
After.
So, Eli, you know? Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Designated
Anyway,
driver.
she'll sit on his shoulders with a trench coat and they'll get right in. Sorry. So, she went and cleaned the kitchen, and I went, great, you cleaned the kitchen. And I turn around, and, her task list was clean the kitchen. Mm-hmm. So she cleaned the kitchen. Check, check. However, all of the cans from the kitchen were now in the dryer. Not all the way put away. All of the recycling was in the front foyer. All of the clothes and whatever was whatnot was all in the bottom of the stairs, right? Like it's not that the task was complete. So to me, I'm more looking at, in your guys' eyes, the task being completely complete, and to me just to say I cleaned the kitchen. Great. Did you take care of everything? So I'd rather I'd back away and go, the entire job is complete, and I can look at that and go, I feel good.
So basically what you're saying, she's a union worker. She did her job. Somebody else finished the rest of that stuff. I cleaned the kitchen. Done. Now you all take care of the stuff.
Dad,
Hey.
job's done,
Yeah,
all right?
done.
I clocked out, punched out. See my time card?
I mean, like, even my staff, though, gets, like, so they get so many jobs per day put on their task board. When they come in the morning, and then it's expected that they can complete said tasks on their task board. So if anybody completes all of them in the day and then still has time to kind of do some miscellaneous wrap up, it's very, like, exciting for their end of day, and they feel happy leaving work. They don't feel stressed out. They don't feel like, oh, I still got this has got to get rescheduled, we got to do this and that. Like, they seem happier at the end of the day. And then on days where I might overload them and try and push it, and they have multiple jobs still on their schedule, they don't leave as happy. It's a different.
Yeah, so motivator, the dictionary says motivator, something that provides a reason or stimulus to do something. So that's the spark that gets the inertia moving, the stimuli, right?
You guys like to complete tasks.
Fear is a powerful motivator.
Well, I've heard that before.
That's what I'm getting at.
Yes.
Is you guys want to complete the task, and that you think is your motivator, but really it's not. It's maybe more so the fear of not completing by a deadline that is your motivator.
Yeah.
Your fear of of somebody being angry at you because you didn't fulfill the promise that you told you would fulfill.
Right. Well, Gabby, Mom, or Mary, what are your motivators? Because, I mean, like, financially, a motivator for me is my family. Like,
that's actually what I was kind of getting at.
You know,
before
like,
was.
I have, like, it's different things that would motivate me in different sectors of my life. Like,
why did you start the business?
Oh.
You know.
Oh, here, doing a little bit more digging. There are two. What types of motivation? So there's an extrinsic motivation.
What drives you outside of you?
Right, arises from outside, rewards, trophies, money, social recognition, or praise. And then there's intrinsic, arises with
What makes you feel good?
Right, such as doing a complicated crossword puzzle purely for the gratification or solving a problem.
Oh, I love doing puzzles.
So you right. So you and I. So
Here we're getting at.
So you and I,
Here we're getting at.
you and I, task-oriented people, are more intrinsic because we want to solve this puzzle. We want to complete this.
You're
right?
you're
We're
more
not necessarily doing
driven
it for the
to
trophy.
complete your intrinsic. You're completing intrinsic motivators more than
Yeah.
me. I am one of my intrinsic motivators is to help other people, much like Mary.
Yeah.
Right? Mary is to help other people. I read that and I went, yeah, I think many people here understand that I have no problem
With the
reaching-
prices of her insurance? Who should? I'm kidding.
You know,
I love
man.
her. She's great.
But
I haven't got a.
come on, throw one. But
But I mean, like, I like helping other people, but I don't like the public recognition from helping other people.
me neither. Me
I mean,
neither.
like, a close circle
I
of
just have a lot of energy, so I can do it a lot.
right, but like a close circle of people know, like, if I'm doing something that will externally help others. I don't need you to post it on Facebook or post it like whatever. I don't need an award. I don't need you to like. I don't want to be the center of attention in that.
Right.
100%.
Like I did it. It made me feel
100%.
good.
Yep.
I got the thank you privately. We're good.
Yep.
You know, like
Yep.
I don't.
Love a good hug from somebody. You want a hug?
No.
So, love a good hug from somebody that appreciates me.
Joe's a good hugger, actually.
I don't know.
Thank you.
Very good hugger.
Thank you. She knows that and she hates it. But
I know.
she
After
still
he's had a couple drinks, he just
hugs.
is a hugger.
Heavenly urges from
Only
God.
for her.
That's right.
If we were to feel
Nothing like somebody wrapping their arms around your waist.
for her, I'm like
Yeah,
her
'cause she's-
earlobes.
Oh, you guys
You
are
miss,
so funny on a
actually.
Friday.
You're right. Shoot. It'd be like
Hey, what?
right over.
Sorry, that's a short joke for all you people out there.
If like for me, I'm the same boat. I don't want to be recognized. I just want to do what I can, help everybody out, and I have the energy to run around, right?
Right.
So I can do so, and I know that I have the energy above and beyond what many people do. So it may look like I'm just being the greatest human,
Right.
but really I may be devoting less of my quote unquote percentage of time to helping others than most people are. I'm just doing other things on the outside, right? So to me, what motivates me is literally just staying moving. I don't ever want to stop. My internal movement is literally motivation is because I don't want to stop.
Yeah.
I want to keep moving. I want physically and mentally.
Yeah.
I want to learn. I want to absorb as much as I can. I want to keep moving. I want to absorb as much as I can. And to a detriment, that hurts me. My hands are feel so horrible on some days because I'm like lifting or whatever,
Yeah.
doing crazy things
Well,
all day, taking apart a piano, moving a table, whatever it may be. And so to a detriment, I find that my motivation does sometimes hurt me, but I'm okay with that. That's my motivation. I'm still gonna go and do
So
it.
then, what happens if you lose your motivation? How do you regain it?
Yeah, that's a good
Like,
question.
what re-sparks the fire if you've just completely?
Right. So everybody out
Either-
there listening, chime in. What have you used to
Now that we're at
remotivate?
the halfway point of the show,
Yeah.
let's call it out. Joe with Restoration One.
That's right.
Steph with Steph Books.
That's right.
Our motivation.
So Gabby says, I think my motivator is seeing that people are better in their life because of something I did or said to them.
How do you gauge that?
That's a great question. I was actually more thinking, how many of you don't feel that way? Does anybody not feel motivated when you help somebody out?
What do you
I
mean?
was driving home on Sunday to the shop actually from whatever and going to the shop, and there were these two ladies standing out in front of the extra space storage, literally frantically trying to flag down traffic. And 6 cars drove by them. And I'm waiting at the light turned green, I went up, and I'm like, I'll just pull in and see what they need. I'm right across the street, not a big deal. They're like, one's crying. They locked their keys and their phones into the trunk of the car
Oh, my Lanta.
in the extra space storage. And I'm like, huh? How do you do that?
Right.
So I stopped and was like, yeah, well, all you need is a tow person. They can come and pop your car open. Not a big deal. So literally just stood there with my phone and called in and literally said, this, and this. And they were so pumped. But that's my motivation.
Did they murder you?
They were like,
Did they kill you? I mean, that sounds like a
They
scam.
look like they were. They could have been in their 50s, ridden hard, or they probably were in their could have been
30s.
really hard.
Really hard.
Oh my
All right,
Late
let's-
60s. Anyway.
All right, so
no.
Mary,
No,
let's see what
I
Mary
don't know.
Shep says. Mary, they didn't murder you. That's good.
Yeah,
Mary
I'm
Shep-
still here, so
Yes,
no.
right. That's hard. With my motivator being to help people,
you.
when it's a long run of dealing with selfish people, it's hard to stop myself from disengaging and losing drive to help.
So, 100%.
So
yeah.
what? So when you're if helping people motivates you, Mary, and you've got a douchebag, and now you're unmotivated, what do you do to remotivate?
So, douchebag should not be said end all to your motivation, in my mind.
Right.
Douchebag should be only said little pebble or speed bump.
I don't know. In certain circumstances and situations where I've lost my motivation, a lot of times revenge has motivated me very strongly.
Okay, I have to correct that a
Ice
little
cream
bit. then.
and Julienne.
We just lost Eli. That's okay,
that's true.
dude. You go play.
Totally unmotivated.
So hang on.
No
I
more
have
motivation.
I have to adjust that. The reason I quit insurance.
We haven't done that in a while, Mary. I think we're due
Yeah.
for some puppy chow.
The reason I quit insurance and I was unmotivated by insurance anymore. Now that's one thing that I was unmotivated by. It's not that I was unmotivated, it's that I lost motivation in that realm was because of a few humans.
Mm-hmm.
So if I lose motivation in that realm, yeah. How do I regain it? I switched jobs and started a company of my own.
How's that working?
Well, to answer
Horrible.
your question earlier in the show about why we opened the business, one of the factors as to why we opened the business is that my old boss just beat me down all the time, and I felt like what he was doing was not correct for building and developing a business and a culture.
Same.
So then I'm like, well, shit, I'm just going to do this myself, see how difficult this is. There was a few things that I came across that I did reach out to him shortly after opening Steph's books, and I semi-apologized or acknowledged that being a manager and playing with somebody else's money and matrix is different when it's your own money and matrix. Even no matter how high up on the food chain you are in management, it's different. I don't know why it hits different, but it does. And so
Fair.
that was something that kind of humbled me a little bit, but I mean, doing it and going through it, not saying that I have the best secret sauce or recipe for a bookkeeping company, but we're trucking along and I'm not being sued by half my client base. So I feel like I'm in a better spot.
Only 1/3 of it. Yeah.
So it was kind of
Right.
it was just
Win-win.
Win-win.
it was just the challenge of being able to open a business plus then proving somebody else wrong in a way, that I'm not dead weight. I'm not an armchair quarterback.
So what I lose motivation all the time because I'm human. It happens, right? So you miss a few of the deadlines, you get frustrated with yourself, whatever the case may be. What remotivates me is I have to go to my happy place, right? And I got two happy places depending on, because I'm very ADHD, so it all depends on where my brain is at, right? So I've got to go and be alone, first of all. Right, that's my happy place. Whether it's outside, under the lid, behind my house, or in the woods, or whatever, I just need to be left alone so I can just refocus, whatever. Or I go into the basketball gym. You know what I mean?
Oh, refocus?
Yeah, right. And then
Yep.
the squeak, because I'm ADHD, the squeak of and I don't even have to be playing. I'll just go stand and watch a game. At the squeak of the shoes, the smell of sweat.
That right there is the same audio visual that I get when I sit in the harbor of Beaver Island and the wind's blowing in the summer and all the sailboats are out and the mass, the pulleys bang and clang off the mass.
That's your happy
That's the
place.
same happy place. There could be 1 million people around. That sound and visual right there is the same spot that I'm in.
Yeah.
When you're hearing that.
So for me to get remotivated, I've got to kind of take my eye off of what my task list or what, the deadlines or whatever. And I have to go, because I'm an intrinsic guy, go, okay, I got to rebalance. And it's two, right? I either do dead silence outside with some music, whatever. That's not dead silence. I'm an idiot. But anyway, Gabby, before you call me an idiot, I got you. Right. But you know what I mean?
Birds chirping, and
right.
Annie says a good smell too.
Yeah, that's right.
Right?
Yeah.
The moss, the dead leaves.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
For me, it's the sound of like water. Like water, it could either be like walking by like a stream, or I could go to Lake Geneva and sit on like the beach and just listen to the waves come in and out.
Yeah.
Like the water coming out, or go sit like whatever at the ocean and just do that, and it will like refuel my whole soul, and I'll come back and I'll be at like operating back at 110% versus like 40.
Right. So does anybody listen to sounds at night?
No.
I have to have white noise. There's got to be a fan rolling.
Challenge.
Yeah.
Try like nature sounds.
Oh, I could. Alice will drive surf. I could sleep with the windows open all year with the noises and stuff.
Oh, in the morning though? No. The birds are way too loud outside of my house. No way. I'm not leaving.
Yeah.
Well, the windows
Gabby
sometimes.
says waves.
Yeah, sea waves. So no. So I do occasionally if I know I'm gonna have whatever. I have a headband that has Bluetooth speakers built into them, and they're flat.
Oh, nice.
So you can literally pull this thing over your eyes. It's dead dark. And
Alice too, Mary.
see, everybody's talking about sounds outside of your ears. No, I'm talking about these headphones are like perfect, and you can roll around at night, and they're literally just right up against you. You can even pull it over your eyes, and they're dead silent. So that to me,
That'd be interesting.
actually used to rejuvenate me. However, I did not play nature sounds. I played like Eminem and Tech 9 all through the night.
And you just woke up pumped, ready to work out. That's why you like to lift stuff, because you're just listening to like all that all night long, and then your body's like, okay, when are we gonna go fuck shit up now? Like, let's go.
Where's my hammer?
I get up at 3 a.m, just jacked.
Right. Where's my hammer? And for all of our loyal listeners, I do want to say that I got a text from Joe at 10 p.m. last Friday.
Oh yeah, that he was still awake.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Wait, I stayed up till 1 a.m. that night.
Whoa, hey.
Yeah, so I can burn both ends of the candle. However, last night I was in bed at 8. I waited until 8:56, and I rolled over and went to sleep.
It's still light out at that time.
Thus, why I am happy to pull. I know very good ways to bury my face, and it's blackout.
Here's what totally does not motivate me. Somebody else trying to motivate me.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Really?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
weird.
my God,
I don't need a hype man.
No, I'm with you.
You don't want no Flava Flav with you?
No.
Come on.
I
I'm
find
the
it to
best
be-
Flava Flav.
Well, I find it to
can
be
hype
like
people up.
more annoying. Like I will do
Wait, hang
things
on.
like
You came at me in the parking lot all jacked up. It's
because that's what you need. I don't need that.
Yeah, right. I'm with you. You said annoying. I was about ready to say that too.
Yeah.
I throat punch
Really?
those people.
Yeah.
Honest to God.
Like I don't need like all like the encouragement and peer pressure and this or that. Like
Come on, you got this, Steph. Come on, we can do this. Go.
Whoa. Hang on.
like when I tried to do meditation for like once like
FNA Cotton, I agree.
my doctor told me that I need to do meditation, and so I put this tape on.
The Ocho.
And I thought for sure it had been like 20 minutes. It wasn't. It was 3.5 minutes into it, and I was ready to murder somebody because of all the shit that I haven't gotten done in that period of time.
So here's the
Mom
problem.
says, Linda
Here's the
says.
problem. Mom is right. Pusher is wrong. Somebody that properly motivates you. Mary is wrong. Mary is wrong. Somebody, somebody that's pushing you.
I feel like Mary has earned a free Julienne's
No,
custard. I
she
think
has
I will. I will pick up that
Hey, Eli,
tab.
looks like you're going for ice cream.
Yeah, get out of here. Here's the thing. If you're going to a motivator, and you're saying motivate me.
Like a personal trainer? No. Like I just
Thank you.
Like
Thank
I
you.
argue with them
But-
longer than I work out.
But hang on. That's what I'm saying. Somebody that you don't think is a motivator is probably actually motivating you and influencing you. Like a good friend who knows you really well and says, no, yo, you know
No,
what you
don't
gotta
run
do?
that person over with your car.
You know, actually, what you should do is hit them quick and bounce out, right? Go this way. And you're like, yeah, I should.
Don't hit them straight on. You want to kind of brush them with the side of your car.
So there's people, people that get you jacked.
Yeah.
Those are motivators.
I don't know.
Who gets you jacked? Come on. Who gets you jacked?
No, I will.
I know two people that get you jacked.
I
I
will.
know two people that get you jacked.
I enjoy listening to motivational speakers. Right?
Like TED Talks?
Yeah, kind of.
Ish,
Right?
yeah.
You know, Eric Thomas is a good one.
There was that guy that talked about making your bed. He was the
Yeah, that was great.
That's
Little,
a
Navy
great
guy.
motivational. Yeah.
Right?
Correct.
So I listen to that a lot, but I like the content. But I don't get out of my truck and go, yeah, let's go, go.
You're
Right?
not jacked.
Yeah, no.
But as a coach, you jack your your players up. You can't tell me that they come out or somebody on your team.
No, I yell at them a lot. I spit.
No, well,
my
but
veins
somebody
come
on
out.
your team gets them jacked up.
Yeah. At the level that at the young girl level, right, the 16-year-old, 14, 15, 16-year-old level for these women, you got to be gentle and love them right.
But you still
At the
gotta get
college
hyped.
at the college level, we're paying for your college, so I can come at them a little different, right?
But you
Yeah.
still have to get hyped.
I got to make them believe, not get hyped.
Who's getting them hyped up?
I don't know if you have to. I mean, you
have
that's intrinsic, I think. Right?
Nobody just you like.
I
You
don't do a
get
big
hyped up
I don't
off
do a
of
big
it?
motivational speech.
You-
Hey, we got
well-
a job to do. Let's go out and do it.
To
Yeah.
me,
Like if I know
get
we're going
more
on a
motivation.
vacation, like I get hyped up and
You get
stuff.
what?
If,
Say
I,
that again.
if I'm booking a vacation, like the thrill of the hunt for the
Yeah.
pricing, like I was telling you about the QuickBooks conference is coming
Yep,
back up,
yep.
and then these deals that I found, and then this and that, like that gets me all excited, and I'm all hyped up and like ready to like book all this stuff, share all this information with everybody, and then everybody's coming to Vegas.
My pump up for the ladies is this: every team that I have is I'm like, you're smart, beautiful, strong women who can change the world. Let's go play. Right?
Interesting.
Yeah, I try to breathe that. I try to breathe that onto them all the time. Right?
Like,
There's these women just don't hear that enough.
Eli,
like that.
when you played soccer this last session, what did the coach say to you guys before you went out before the game?
I do not remember.
Oh.
Eli said, "I do not remember." That's the old soul that Kent
It's
and
like
I
he's reading a
love.
paper.
I don't remember.
I don't know.
I don't remember. I don't remember.
It's so great. He's like, here's what I told that son of a bitch. I'll tell you this right now.
Eli's motivation is to
He's
not
like, listen,
get excited.
Listen, here's your motivation, coach. Don't make my mom come over here. You know what I'm saying?
She's gonna scream up at you so hard.
She gotta throat punch you.
So what happens then like if you're a self-motivator and a self-starter, okay? And
Right.
then now
Because
that
some people are self and some people are not.
right.
Correct.
And then so we all have businesses that have employees or we've had like coworkers underneath us or whatever. How do you adapt as a manager or a business owner to deal with people that are not self-starters? Because I
Written
feel
warnings.
like as all of us being, entrepreneurs, all of us are pretty well self-starters, I
Yeah.
would say.
Yeah.
Like we can put our
think.
well, I would like if we could all be put in a situation to develop something and build something, like
You'd think we'd be self-starters.
I'm saying the three of us in this room.
Yes.
I'm not
Oh,
saying
yes.
all
Yes.
entrepreneurs
Oh,
across
I
the world.
thought that's what we were talking
I'm
about.
saying that for us,
I don't
like
want to loop
we're
everybody into the same bucket.
we're self-starters. We have staff or we have been in management positions where we've managed a team. How do you guys work with people and get them motivated when it's such the opposite of your motivators? Like, what helps do that? Like, because it's like that, whatever that book, that love language book.
Yep.
You have to figure
Figure
out
out their love language. Yeah.
what gets, like, their
That's
coffee
actually
brewing.
kind of what I was going to go down as the route would be.
Yeah.
You know, it's really understanding what motivates them.
But how frustrating is it for you to work with somebody that's not a self-starter? Like, if you guys...
Oh,
like,
I don't care.
Like, I've been out in the field before and been, like, I had to go ride out on a truck, you know, like how when we talked about the job swaps and being in trouble and all that. And seeing, like, when the truck pulls up, like, with the delivery of the pallets of brick, who gets up and starts first to start that train moving and who doesn't. And I feel like at a point, it would have to get annoying to work with people that don't move unless you move first. As an owner, that's different. You have to move first.
Okay.
But as an employee,
fair.
that's
As
different.
an employee, though, I would likely understand that in the end all be all, and this is probably why many of us are where we're at now, is we hustled as that employee in the beginning. So my message to that employee is, yeah, get up first, get the train moving, go do it, because you are the motivator, and bosses recognize motivators recognize their own self, and they understand that going out there and doing is going to get them further in life. And therefore, getting further in life, you're going to be further than that guy that is not motivated and does a second, right? There's so many people out there our age that are in quote unquote behind us, right? In life, financial wealth, whatever it may be. And that's probably because back when we were the young bucks and we got up and were motivated to be the first person to unload that pallet of bricks, we were the first person, so we were recognized. So I say your motivation to do that is literally your motivation, and recognize that you're gonna get put further ahead in life because that's what you do. It doesn't matter. Anybody that doesn't want to do it, great. You're already behind me.
yeah.
I
don't know.
recognize that day in.
Like, for
Day
me,
one.
it's hard when people's motivators are money. Like, when their big motivator is money over all other options.
Getting things done,
Yeah.
or whatever,
It's
life,
like
family.
money. So
right.
like, if
I
you
get paid by the hour, not the job. You know what I mean?
right, like that is hard for me to
Swallow.
like work with somebody in a way to develop them, because I've never been motivated by money. Like, I've taken a lesser paying job because my motivator was spending time with Gavin when he was younger as a single mom. Like, that was more, I had more value in that, or learning new tasks or completing the tasks and working my way up the ladder. But it was never a money thing. Like, yes, I need money to live and feed and whatever.
Same.
But like,
I'm not driven by money.
I don't like look at a salary and be like, oh, that pays $250,000. So that job is more appealing to me than this other job working.
Left insurance,
you know,
making quite a bit of money.
Right.
I happy to pay somebody else's bill or whatever, a tab. Don't care. Same boat.
But I'm just saying, like, for employees, like having
However-
employees, like if they're motivated by money versus like, it's just like asking when Eli asked if he could have the 1,000 V-Bucks
V-Bucks.
versus what it would take to earn the 1,000 V-Bucks. Like, if my employees, not saying anything bad about my employees because they're all
not
great.
asking for
But
money.
right.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying,
yes.
if someone came to me and was like, I want more money, okay, but like, you don't want to edit or earn the money, you just want more money because you heard that Bobby Joe down the street is getting paid $3 more an hour, so you should be at $3 more an hour. Even though we don't know how that business is ran, the culture, what benefits,
So
what
many
things you
variables.
have versus they have,
Yep.
versus, you know, there's so many things. You're right, the variables. You don't know any of
Totally.
it, you just come and ask that. Like, for me, that will demotivate me so quick and fast to want to help you develop and become a better like bookkeeper or accountant?
So I agree with
Like
that.
there's a way to ask it.
I agree with that, and that is coaching to whatever employee and be like, hey, I'd love to have this conversation. What are you trying to do? Whatever it may be. But
Like, what do I get out of it by giving you the $3? Like, I want something.
100%,
also.
and that's the conversation of so many variables, right? That being said, I will say I have been the benefit of somebody. My direct boss in insurance, my team leader, was money driven.
Mm-hmm.
Is money driven, and therefore he drove hard. I'm task kind of. I want to make people happy. So we would get these clients in, they send me a deal and they go, I really need this, Joe. You just pulled at my heartstrings. I'm going to get it done for you because I want to take care of you. Not that I care anything about the dollars that came after. Lots of dollars, didn't care. I start getting burned by those people that are like, I need you, Joe. Well, I took care of you. I just now took care of you and you just said, well, thanks, but don't need you now. I went and took that deal and found some other deal that was the same, and I'm going to get it done through somebody else because you helped me out on that. Right? And I'm like, well, so me helping people is really the motivation, but I benefited because the guy that was above me was money driven. 100%. That's all he cared about. Take care of these people so we get the premium and the commission. I'm your man. I love to take care of people.
Love it.
Right?
Yeah.
So I think the relationship really is where we have to figure out.
Right. So
if you have an employee, go ahead. Yeah.
So with working with, and I've been a manager for most of my adult life and managing people. I mean, you can manage money, you can manage time, you can lead people, right? So there's always three things. And Lee Iacocca said it when he ran Chrysler. You lead, you follow, or you get out of the way. Right? So motivating, right? I've got to understand who I'm working with. I either got to lead them, right? Encourage them and show them, hey, I'll pick up the hammer, swing the hammer, I'll be a teller, whatever the case may be. Or it might be, hey, Joe, show me how to do this. Teach me, right? I may already know how to do it, but that may be their motivator. Or, you know what, Steph? I know you got this, and I'm just going to be in your way. Let me know when it's done.
Friggin' go.
Right. Lead, follow, or get out of the way.
Josh, our operations manager. I need to follow. Get out of his way. Get out of his way.
Yeah.
He is in charge. He is great. He knows what he's doing. Right? Christine, a little bit of leading. Right? There are certain people in the company I know I have to do certain things with. Joe Dill, our shop manager, I'm going to follow him. Hey, what do you think? You think that? Great. We're doing that. Love it. Go ahead. Yeah, I love that. Lee Iacocca?
Yeah, Lee Iacocca. Yeah.
Chrysler?
Lead, follow, or get out of the way.
Lead,
I don't-
follow, or get out
I
of the way.
learned
I love that.
the phrase to get somebody frazzled is, well, what was the thought process behind that? If I say that to any of my staff, they immediately think they're wrong,
Yeah.
and they don't like even if they're right.
Help me understand that.
What was
Even
the,
if they're
what was
right.
the thought process behind that?
Yeah, if I
So
say
should
that,
I walk in and go, what was the thought process behind that?
like, it is the fastest way to get them frazzled.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Whether they're right or not, they instantly second guess.
Mine is always, can you tell me why?
Right. Same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's just the why. It's just why.
Right.
Right?
So I've been in some sales opportunities lately that are turning out really well. But during I see Brian getting excited. I see the other people getting excited, and I'm right. And my motivation is not that, right? It's not money driven. It's whatever. My motivation is task. So I'm sitting here not showing a lot of excitement, putting the list, my motivators together, like.
Okay,
Right.
now I get to do this, and
Right.
this. Ooh,
So
and you're
internally-
getting pumped up.
And they kind of look at me and say, "Oh," I said, "No, I'm excited. My brain, I'm a
functioning
I'm a
different.
conventional oven. It takes me a while, but I see that. But I'm just trying to put the pieces together, right, in my head. right? So that this thing flies, because that's what excites me, right?
So you guys are more again,
Yeah.
task driven, task motivated. It sounds like,
Yeah,
right? Because that is exactly it. Oh, we have something we need to complete.
yeah,
I can't wait to pick that puzzle apart.
yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
You just rose your eyebrow.
Yep,
that sounds about right.
When I was a kid, back in the 70s and 80s, Saturday, Mom had a list of chores. Hey, cross them off. Once all your chores are done, go have fun, right? So it was like, hey, man, I did that. I dusted. I vacuumed.
First thing in the morning.
Gotta go.
Okay, hang on. So, do you guys do your chores and things in the beginning of the day or the end of the day?
Beginning.
Always beginning. Yeah.
Always beginning too. We need somebody from the. We need Carrie on the show because Carrie literally waits until the
That's
end
Alice.
of the day.
Rich
Alice is
waits until like 10 o'clock and then he starts his like workout. He takes his pre-workout like at like
Nope.
at like 8 p.m.
Alice,
and then he works out.
So Alice,
Carrie, same thing. Yo, we need the other half of our relationships
Alice
in here.
literally, it's like, at 9:30, 10 o'clock, and she's starting to vacuum. She's starting to, she's like, that's her jam time, right?
Yeah.
No.
And I'm like,
8 o'clock, I'm in bed and sleeping.
I'm going to bed. What are you doing? She said this, and Lucy, our 15-year-old, she's the same way. She's like, all of a sudden, and now she's running in and out of our room, like, because there's no school. And Elle's like, what are you doing? Go to bed. I'm like, she's you. This is you. You just put the vacuum down 10 minutes ago.
I have to get up, get my coffee, and then I start my whatever, the laundry, the dishes, the taking out something
At
for
3
dinner.
in the morning.
Well, whatever time it is. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Right.
Oh, I was up at 3 this morning.
Maybe I'll watch the sunrise, whatever.
Listen,
I posted into Greenfield's Village of Cary this morning and saw a deer running across the street at 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock in the morning and posted into I go, watch out for deer when you guys are out driving around this morning in Greenfields in Cary.
yeah, a couple of weeks ago, I think I shared, right, is, I got up, because I'm up in the morning, man. I'm doing stuff in the morning. I'm checking emails. I'm sending out things. I'm actually working like at 6 in the morning.
Yeah.
And I told Brian, I tell people, I'm like, listen, I get more done by 9 o'clock when you're coming in than anything. And I forget what time it is, and I rattle off a text to one of my customers because we talk by text, and it's literally like 6:45 a.m.
Oops.
I was like, oh, shit. 15 minutes later, she goes, oh, okay, sure. I go, I'm so sorry. She goes, nope, been up for a while. I'm like, oh, thank God.
You're a morning person too. I appreciate that.
I'm like, you can't take it back. It's, on the other end, you're like, oh, shit. It's like,
I know
6:45.
enough people now that because of text, you're dumb enough if you don't silence your text between certain times.
Yeah.
If you know you're not going to be up,
I
then
turn the volume
silence-
off. But
I do too. I silence mine.
Well, I just turn the volume
FYI.
off on my phone. So, like, if you text me, it won't wake me up. But if you call me, it will wake me up because my watch will vibrate on my nightstand.
Yep.
So, if it's an emergency and you call me, then...
Sure, your watch.
Yeah.
All I'm
Man, that's a big Apple Watch.
Clearly, if that's going on, then it's time to wake up.
Well, I'm up.
Right?
What I
Wake up.
learned is Steph actually. What
What
I
did we
learned
learn
from the
today?
show
Here we
is
go.
Steph actually has one on her nightstand on a regular
It took us
basis.
58 minutes, but we learned about the Apple phone, the Apple Watch.
I learned that all of us are morning people, and
Yeah.
all of our spouses are night people.
Yeah, isn't that
Yeah.
crazy?
We need to do clearly a show on night owls versus morning owls.
I think so.
Morning birds versus night owls.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I learned about extrinsic and intrinsic motivation, and I'm an intrinsic motivated guy.
Mainly, you still have extrinsic.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
not
everybody
just-
does. Yeah.
You always have both. It's which one
Yeah.
more
Probably
motivates
70-30.
you. Yes,
Yeah.
correct. Yeah, love that. Go ahead.
I learned how... I don't know. What did I learn?
Mary Shep says she learned that Stephanie Conley is so wise.
Yep.
She is
I didn't
so
know
full of
that.
shit.
I learned that Mary is smarter and more in tuned than initially. Than
Assumed. I learned that Steph thinks Mary was stupid.
And that Eli is an old soul.
And that Eli is an old soul.
Hey, what you? I don't.
Forever be an
What'd
old
you
soul.
learn, Eli?
I learned that I have an alarm clock called my dad snoring.
Oh.
Eli learned that he has an alarm clock called his dad's snoring. Yeah, that
That's
sounds about right. Yeah,
That's because
right.
it takes pre-workout at 10
Way to
o'clock
go,
at night.
Rich! Quit doing pre-workout before you go to bed, dude.
Jeez, midnight, no kidding.
Who takes that much caffeine right before they're about to go to bed?
Pre-workouts have caffeine.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
It's like 400 and plus milligrams.
I don't know. I don't work out.
Yeah, it gives you like a big jolt, so you like.
Get him a good workout.
Yeah.
Jacked.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So what motivates Rich? Pre-workout.
Good stuff. Good stuff. All right, so hold on. What's coming down the pipe for
More shows.
In the Know with Steph and Joe?
We have more shows.
We got more shows
other
coming.
things.
So what do we got here? Where's the thing? Oh, here we go. Action plans next week. So we'll be talking about action plans and how to create and execute.
Yes.
And the following week we'll be talking about failed and overcame.
Failed.
It's kind of actually close because we did motivation today, so then it's
So
action
failed and overcame.
plans.
Yeah,
action
some good
plans.
stories there.
Hey, get motivated
Yep.
to do some action,
Yep.
and then fail, and what?
And overcame it.
There you
And
go.
then to round out June, we have
love that last
people
one.
saying you've changed as an insult or compliment.
Oh, you've
Which
changed.
one?
Oh, you've changed. Yeah.
I find it to be
Stay classy, San Diego. Stay classy.
go
San
fuck
Diego.
yourself, San Diego.
Hey, listen.
Eli, you weren't supposed to hear that, dude. You're supposed to be listening.
Listen,
playing your
it's gonna
little
be a
switchy.
glorious weekend. Get out there, enjoy the sunshine. Come back next Friday, same Joe and Steph time, same Steph and Joe channel, and guess what? We will be talking about action plans.
And I just want to say, get out there, enjoy the beautiful weather. This is a lovely, lovely weekend.
It is.
Yeah.
Uh,
Be safe, y'all.
We'll see you. And remember, next, when we talk about action plans, of course, that's Father's Day weekend, so we're going to celebrate you fathers.
You,
Yeah.
us, fathers.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Thanks for tuning
I'm
in,
Rich.
everybody. And until then,
I'm Rich.
we'll see you.
Peace.